just be really creepy, just recording everybody, especially the lady at the counter. Like,
he's allowed to.
Thank you. I have authorization before you call the police.
Well,
You should ask. Why are you calling the police?
Why are you recording me?
That's none of your
He
business.
can't record your transaction with me. He can't record your packages, but he can generally.
Thank you. Thank you. This lady should.
I don't answer questions.
Oh, you don't answer questions?
No, I don't
Okay.
answer questions.
Step back over there, okay? I don't want to have to arrest you for impeding an investigation, okay? And I'm asking you to step back over there.
Hey, are you allowed to be doing this?
Am I allowed to what?
You don't have my permission to video myself.
To take pictures?
Not of me.
You have my permission.
Oh, really?
We identify everybody we talk to. It's part of our routine. It's accepted, and it's something that's been approved by the Supreme Court.
I asked you about, you mind getting your hands in your pocket?
What's wrong?
We just got a call from Truist about somebody video and access here, and I was just touching base with you.
It seemed like just another ordinary day filming in public, but within minutes, everything could turn into a tense confrontation. Some people overreact, some officers act unprofessionally, while others stick to their principles and respect your freedoms. These moments, as an American citizen, you need to see, to know, and to understand, because freedom doesn't come easy, and if it's not protected, it will disappear. You have the right to stand still, remain silent, and film in public places. But not everyone likes that. At a post office in West Valley, Utah, an auditor was exercising his constitutional right to film when he was misunderstood by a citizen and the police were called. But did the auditor cross the line? Or was it actually the 911 caller who was in the wrong? Let's break it down.
Are you okay?
Are you okay?
Good.
So if you're recording, I'm recording.
Hello.
That's fine.
You didn't get any notes in your box about it being Oh, okay. And you were picking up right here.
Hi, I believe we are in West Valley.
But when the man stopped.
Like
44 West.
Yeah, and 35.
No, we're not. I'm just a customer. This guy just be really creepy, just recording everybody, especially the lady at the counter. Like,
He's allowed.
Before you call the police,
well,
you should
why-
ask. Why are you calling the police?
Why are you recording me?
That's none of your
He
business.
can't record your transaction. He can generally.
Thank you. Thank you. This lady should.
Everybody?
Yes.
Everybody?
Everybody and their mom.
The
Yes.
post office from a distance. He just can't.
Correct. You maybe.
I think I don't know if it was you or another gentleman came in before.
You see, that's the reason we do this.
Everybody, but I don't know.
Be
I
back
guess
there
the lady
and
said
generally
that he's
record
allowed.
your
He's trying to get some content.
You're not.
No, I was quietly here. I never said a single word, but I am trying to get content. Oh, really? What's your name? What's your name?
I want to say he's about 30.
Thank you.
I want to say
Who calls the cops and compliments me?
Jeans and a blue with bright orange jacket and a.
She's still calling the cops, even though I have authorization to be here. Let's see how this turns out.
They did say he's allowed for some reason, but
Correct.
he's just really creepy. And record-
That's real
and
creepy.
now he's just being rude.
Yes, because you're calling the cops on somebody who has authorization to be here. Karen lady.
Thank you.
That's a Karen right there.
Talking crap to me.
You're freaking calling the
Stay
cops.
in your lane.
You stay in your
If
lane. I never
you're
called the
not-
cops on
if
you.
you're-
Then you shouldn't be calling the cops on
It's
people.
not-
Now I
none
can
of your business.
I can criticize
That is
you.
none of your business.
What I'm doing is none of your
None of
business.
your business.
Roz.
Did I ever say anything directly to you?
No, you just straight up call the
Okay.
cops on me. You want me in a jail
Okay, then
cell.
Stay in your lane.
You stay-
Quiet.
you- no,
Keep
you-
your mouth quiet.
You keep your mouth quiet. I've been quiet. I haven't called the cops here on nobody.
Doesn't matter.
Back,
No,
back.
You respect. Stop.
I was doing my job here before you got here.
That's a common reaction when someone who knows nothing about the Constitution is taught about the Constitution, then realizes they were wrong, while the person they called the police on did nothing illegal. A compliment to the female postal worker, she seems to know exactly what Poster 7 says. The male employee in the blue shirt, not so much. Either way, the cops are on their way to the post office. Let's keep watching.
So, I'm doing it. How are you? Sorry to interrupt. This lady just walks in, doesn't say a word, and calls the police. Hey, he's allowed to be here, but then this guy comes and instead of de-escalating the whole situation, he tells her that I'm a joke, that I'm this, that I'm that. I never disrespected you. Sir, you're not comprehending where you work at. And as long as I don't make a disturbance here, I have the right to be here. So, postmaster, you're not the postmaster. So call the postmaster, call the postal inspector. The postal police is the one that's allowed. All right.
My question here is there a reason that you're addressing him, or is it just because you feel...
Thing is, I am addressing him because he's the one in charge here. I assume he's the supervisor.
Right, do you have like some postal matter that you want to talk to him about, or is it just about the disrespect you feel?
I would like to compliment the service on that cashier. So that was a great job. I like to point out the good and the bad. Can I have your name and badge number for the record? Ortiz, thank you, Ortiz. My name's Enrique. We have more than 100 million combined views on our platform. The golden rule is you have to give respect to get respect. Addressed anyone or spoke to anyone about anything here. So, thanks. Clerk in the front, great person, great job. But this lady, things. I told her, go to your country, and I told her, go to your country if you want to tell people what to do, because this is what we're doing. We're doing a First Amendment audit, and they just failed. She's not required to know about our rights, but as an American citizen or as a person who's here in our land, they need to respect. She's just upset. She still called the police. That's misuse of police phone call.
We get called for things like that all the time. It's just our job to...
Your job is not to look for a camera guy, you know?
Our job is to tend to the calls for service, and if she called us this time for this, then that's what we're here for.
Federal property. Can you charge
West Valley, yes. Oh, the door's gonna open.
on this property?
It's in West Valley City, and I'm a West Valley City police officer.
Correct, but this from doing what you're doing, but this facility has their own police and their own people that.
I don't think there's any.
Well, maybe there should be, because
Maybe.
because if a federal offense.
I'm not too sure about that, and I can't like say you're right or wrong, but they're in our city.
Federal buildings are going to be in some city.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. So it's in West Valley City, so
Okay.
that's just everywhere in
'Cause-
West Valley City.
Firearms are allowed in the post office, and I think the only person with a firearm. So I believe that you guys can come in here. I think you guys have a contract. It's how do you say this? You have to neutralize whatever if it's an immediate threat. I mean,
We can come in here for any reason. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for being nice.
Sure.
I appreciate it.
7 years.
Nice.
Yeah.
Guess what? I've been filming police officers and post offices all around the country. So
Time flies, huh?
yes, I never thought that my videos would be seen by thousands of people. And on our Constitution, most people don't know about our rights. So everybody knows the First Amendment, not really. Third Amendment, no one knows it.
Okay.
Do you know it?
Not off the top of my head, no.
That's the reason why I do this. These rights in order to protect them. So the Third Amendment is no quartering of soldiers to any or to the police. But if the federal government was to issue an unconstitutional order,
It's our job, yeah, for sure.
thank you. So, like I said, you have to respect. This lady's calling the police. She ultimately wants me or
Do you,
arrested.
Like, can we move out of the entrance just
Sure.
so people don't, like,
Sure. Oh,
the
no,
need to
sorry about
walk
that.
around us or anything?
Have you ever arrested anyone for taking pictures?
Yeah, actually.
What was it? Was it inappropriate pictures?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
That's why I said it's completely different than...
If someone is going into a bathroom or to something like that, taking pictures, there's privacy expected. Really don't know that there's no expectation of privacy in a public area. So, firearm like that.
I can't really put them on my hips, which is my classic stance, just as a human, I guess.
Well,
I can't put it in my pocket here.
I don't feel threatened in any way. I don't feel threatened in any way.
Yeah, no, I'm not even...
Imagine I had a firearm and I was like this right now.
That's your right.
Well, it is, but a lot of police officers may feel threatened. But stands, a lot of police officers do this one. I know you've seen it. They go like this.
But honestly, I just get tired of it.
It's all good. It's all good. It's just I notice everything. So I'm always paying attention, and it comes to police officers and how courteous and professional they are. You're very nice. I really appreciate it.
I think he's nicer than me.
For real?
Yeah.
Nice.
He's super nice.
Watch him come and be like, you're under arrest. No, I'm just kidding.
Thank you so much.
I heard you're nicer than her.
I think so.
Well, no question, sir. Thank you so much for being respectful.
Long time.
You're not that old.
Do we have any?
Today's incident, okay. Can I get that lady's information who called the police? Isn't that public records? Use proper use of 911 call?
Yep.
In which way?
We're here for that, and that's that. We can't just give you information. Is there something else that you might need?
Yes, thank you so much.
Have a great day.
You too.
All right. What do you think about what just happened here? About Karen's behavior, the staff, and the way the officers handled it? Personally, that woman's attitude was just plain unacceptable. Overreacting, uninformed, and clearly biased. As for the employees, one was calm, the other unprofessional, showing how differently people perceive and handle these situations. And the police, while they did take steps to protect civil rights, I still feel that they do not really understand or appreciate the importance of the First Amendment, one of the most basic rights enshrined in the United States Constitution. Did you know cops often use the excuse of interfering with an investigation as a tactic to intimidate, threaten, or even arrest people who are simply recording completely legally? In this video from Albuquerque, New Mexico, you'll clearly see how they use that vague excuse to try and force someone to leave, even though that person did absolutely nothing wrong. This is one of those clear-cut cases where civil rights are violated in broad daylight. Watch closely, Mutt, and learn your rights when facing tactics like this.
Cool. Please at least stay behind those metal ones right there. This is the middle of the investigation.
All right.
Step away.
Tape was.
There is no time tape.
Oh, all right.
I'm just asking you to step behind those ones there. You can record all you want to.
I did. Yeah, I'm no threat. You know, I'm just recording.
It's not a threat. You know, you're not threatening you. Those metal ones right there, I want you to step behind it. Okay, so that way, in case you decide to run up, I don't want you getting your fingerprints on it and then getting associated with the vehicle. Okay?
I'm there. Explain that again. Right now by me, I couldn't hear you. The wind kind of blowing.
Okay. So I don't want you.
Oh no, I'm not gonna touch the vehicle.
Okay, I understand
no.
you're saying that, but if you step behind those, that parking spot right there, then we're good. Then you're good.
From right here.
Because I am telling you right now to step behind those barricades.
So at this moment, the officer has zero reasonable suspicion that this citizen committed any crime. He simply doesn't know who the guy is, and because he's a cop, he thinks that alone gives him the authority to issue commands, and expects the citizen to follow even when they've done nothing wrong.
Run up and touch the vehicle.
I understand you're saying that, but I've never met you. What is your name? Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Unknown person.
You're very professional self.
Yeah, I understand.
You know what I mean? That was very professional.
All I'm
of
doing
you.
is I'm asking you to step just right back. See this little parking area right there? You can go over on that side there. But because I don't know you and I don't know your intention here, I know you're telling me.
I have
but
no
a lot of people lie to
bad
me
intention.
all the time on what their intention is. So because I don't know you, I'm asking you to step back over there, okay?
So
I don't want you to get involved in my investigation. I've never met you before, okay?
well then, if I go over there and do that, then you go do something. Talking
this is it's a dialogue. It's a back and forth, right?
Okay.
Okay. So I've never met you.
But
I don't know you from Adam.
To accuse me of no, it doesn't.
Yes, impeding an investigation. Is what
I'm
I
not
don't want to have
impeding your
happen.
investigation.
It's what I don't want to have happen.
Impeding or interference with police duties usually involves physical acts, like failing to obey a lawful order from a police officer, preventing them from conducting a search, arrest, or investigation, or tampering with evidence. Recording in a public place is not considered obstruction unless the person directly obstructs the police. The police officer in this situation is completely wrong.
I'm not impeding your
This is my investigation,
Yeah.
correct? Therefore, I get to make the decisions when it comes to this. On your First Amendment rights, correct? Which is exactly what you're trying to do, because I'm assuming you're an auditor of some sort. Okay,
You know what
so
I
you're a
mean?
First Amendment auditor.
Just
I
keeping you
understand that.
transparent, and you know what I mean?
This is entirely the type of thing that you guys want to do. For you to step away from my area.
I'd like to know what your reasonable. That doesn't sound reasonable.
It's advising I have a First Amendment auditor right next to my vehicle.
I don't
correct?
care. I don't care.
I didn't swear.
That's because you're an officer.
I didn't swear.
You
at
have a
No,
standard.
I'm a human being.
Bad words
Civilian,
before?
you don't have standards.
You've never said bad words
Are you
before.
saying that you as a civilian
You
don't
never-
have standards?
you never
Answer
said
my
bad
question.
words?
Oh, you don't answer
No,
questions?
I don't
Okay.
answer questions.
Step back over there, okay? I don't want to have to arrest you for impeding an investigation, okay?
All right, Your Honor.
You're
Look at
6
this
feet, you're
officer.
6 feet away.
He
Please be
believes
8
I'm
feet away.
somehow a threat just by recording. You can't.
Not a threat.
And what?
You're impeding my investigation.
How am
Step
I
away. Just go over
impeding
there.
your
Go over there. 'Cause
investigation?
I'm asking you to do something very simple.
Simple,
Ignore
and it's
that.
impeding your investigation.
Yes, sir. I'm
How
asking you
does
to
it
step away.
impede your investigation? Is
I do
what
not
I'm
want you to
asking.
go, okay? I want you to step back over there.
This close to your vehicle.
Just go.
I mean, I'm not impeding on anything. You want 2 feet? Look it.
That's exactly
2
what
feet is ridiculous.
Thank you, sir.
That's
I'm not going.
ridiculous.
Back off. What did I say? Now you're moving forward again. Back off over there.
Is
Fine
this
with
a
that.
threat? I'm a threat.
This is-
You're
this is-
acting like I'm a
this is-
threat.
Back away to that area right there.
You haven't done any training? Any training
I've
on
had
First
more
Amendment
training than
auditors?
You would asking you simply to back over.
Tell me
back
what the
away over
First
there.
Amendment is.
You
I don't. You don't need
you tell me
verbatim.
what
You
it
tell
is.
me what
You
the
tell me what it
First
is.
Amendment is.
I want you to read it verbatim. Oh, it doesn't say this word or this word.
No, you don't
That's
have
what
to
you
say
do.
it verbatim.
That's
Don't
what
say
you
it
do.
verbatim. Just say it how you want. First Amendment. It doesn't have to be verbatim.
All
In
I'm saying
general. In
is to
general.
back off right into that parking spot, like you were when you backed off 2 feet and then you decided to move forward.
But isn't that ridiculous? It is
Why
trivial.
Is it ridiculous?
It's trivial.
Why is it ridiculous?
Because you're acting like a little like I'm a threat. I'm a threat.
Did I say you're a threat? The answer
Yes,
is no.
because you're
Why is it
making me
ridiculous?
step back. Why
is it
do I
ridiculous?
have to step back? How am I
'Cause
impeding?
I'm telling you to. Why is it ridiculous?
Because I'm not doing anything. I'm not impeding your
Are
investigation.
you recording right now? Decide if this investigation's impeded or not. Yes or no?
No.
Okay. Why don't I get to decide that if it's my investigation? What am I doing?
I don't know. You tell me what are you doing with
you
this
tell
vehicle.
me what I'm doing because
That's
you're
what I'm
saying-
here for. I'm
you're
here to
saying
find out.
you
Chris, I'm
side.
trying to find out what is.
I'm not the
Tell
one
me.
who gets to decide whether or not you're an impeding investigation. You do. That's what you told me.
Impeding
Investigating. If you are
investigation
so
if I'm not.
knowledgeable, what am
If
I
I'm-
investigating?
You're investigating this vehicle.
Why?
Press, I'm here to find out.
Why am I investigating it?
You tell me.
You know so
Who,
much about
what,
my job.
Where, when,
You know
why.
so much about my job.
Tell me.
Investigating.
You tell me.
I'll wait for the answer.
It's supposed to be a crime, right?
Okay.
A crime?
What
I
crime?
don't know. You tell me. And that's what I'm here for, to find out. I'm here to ask questions, see what's going on in the community here. What are you doing?
So what you're saying is you
this
have
in-
no idea what this investigation
I'm
is,
investigating
but you know
too.
you're not impeding it.
I'm investigating too, as freedom of the press.
No.
And
you don't-
those rights don't get overthrown by your
I'm saying
fear,
is back away.
your fear of threat
What
without
I'm
no
saying is back
reasonable
away, just right over
reason
to
to
there.
believe.
And therefore, I get to make the decision of whether or not you're impeding my investigation.
Explain to me how I'm impeding it. What am I doing that? Come on, man. How ridiculous does that sound? Me running up there to go touch the vehicle or whatever. Come on. That would be impeding your investigation if I ran up to it and touched it. Is
And I
that
don't
what
know
you're
you from
saying?
Adam.
I impede it.
You
just said.
You don't want to answer any questions. You want to monologue and talk. You have your little dialogue going back away, right over to there, where I'm telling you to
There's
go,
no reason
where you
for
can
it.
film all you want to.
It's crazy. This is your
It is
authority.
crazy, but you're making this decision
Your authority.
yourself.
Trying to make me move just 2 feet back. 2 feet back. It's your ego. Look.
Thank you.
Look it. Look. Ego. Can you come over here and tell me what the First Amendment is? You tell me. I'm asking you. You have a nose, right?
Why don't you?
You know what? You don't have to.
Perfect.
You know what? You don't have to, but it'd be nice to know. Let the public know. Have them keep the trust.
Next time, if Officer A. Thayer is truly concerned about safety or securing an investigation scene, I suggest he put up crime scene tape, clearly separating public access from the area under investigation. This is public space, and police have no right to tell someone to step away or back up just based on how they feel. And let's be honest, the only person obstructing the investigation here is the officer himself, wasting time arguing with a law-abiding citizen instead of doing his job. Filming in public is a legal right under the First Amendment, but when a group of auditors went to the San Luis Obispo post office to exercise that right, things didn't go as smoothly as one might think. Some customers reacted aggressively, and once again, the police had to show up. Will civil rights be protected or tested yet again? Let's find out.
So they've changed this post office up quite a bit. I came here
Now they have like one-way exits and that way if you want. Or I think they're gonna do that, or maybe. Uh-oh. I can't hear you. You're gonna have to come closer. You're gonna have to come closer if you wanna. You're gonna have to come closer. I can't hear you. I mean, I forgot my hearing aid. Uh-oh. Oh no. It's about to get hairy.
I said, why are you taking a video? Not even asking a question.
Oh, I don't need to ask.
Why not?
Because it's a First Amendment right. Well, you have no privacy in public, sir.
And you do, right?
There's no privacy in public. I can't. I'm gonna have to come a little close.
No, you're just using a camera. I don't.
Well, yeah, I'm using a camera.
For what purpose?
Well, that's the same sense you're making.
No.
You're using the car to drive, right?
All right. Well. Uh-oh. Okay. Okay for you to violate my privacy?
You're invading my privacy according to your logic.
I have a right to take your picture.
Yes, you have an absolute right to take our
Why don't you
picture.
understand that we have that same right? Why don't you go home and think about it, sir?
Wow. Well, this is getting hairy pretty quickly. Well, I think what he needs is a good stiff margarita. Say hi to us. Hi!
What is it for?
How you doing?
Good. What is it for?
I'm doing a thing about the post office.
Yes, it is.
Awesome.
Oh, cool. Okay. Good one.
Yeah. Have a great day. Everybody just be like, I mean, I don't mind if people ask, what are you doing? But it's when they get all like huffy and talking about privacy issues and blah, blah, blah. Is she dropping off mail, or maybe she's about ready to go down here? Or? All right, she's... Hi, how you doing? I'm gonna have to come closer if you want to have a comm cycle. I mean, I can... Well, maybe comm cycle triggered her, I don't know. Maybe she's a Scientologist and that's why she heard me say comm cycle and she went, oh. Oh my God, it's a Ford. Oh no.
Oh, there, now it's on.
Is there a record button?
There we go. Hey, how's it going?
Good. Are you allowed to be doing this?
Am I allowed to what?
Not at me.
You have my permission.
Oh, really?
Perfect. Thank you.
How you doing? Was she gonna like drive over the curb now? Well, she says I don't have her permission. Well, do I also need her permission to drink a margarita? I don't know. I hope not.
So I bet you the hat lady with the hat is...
We have Slow PD on the scene. They're pretty good. Or yeah, maybe he is just dropping off a letter. I don't know. Wonder if this is the same one from earlier. Oh no, it's a different one. Hey, how's it going? Oh, it's
Well, we're getting calls, so
already?
welcome to film. It's your First Amendment right to do so.
Yeah, awesome.
So you're in a public place, you're allowed to be. I'm just,
Jesus.
yeah. So
Keller.
yeah.
How you doing, Keller?
But we're past that already.
Oh, yeah. You know, I'm sorry. Keller, you're very handsome. You both are really handsome.
Thanks.
Yeah.
We like I said, probably someone passing in and out, just filming them, and it's abnormal but legal. So yeah.
Really good. I've had pretty much all positive interactions with this department.
Yeah.
Hard time pronouncing things.
No worries. Yeah. Well, we just you know, I assume you guys will get anything from us because you didn't call us. So.
No, I mean we weren't even like planning on, because like post offices are just so overdone. But it's like, you know, I didn't really expect it. Put the blame on her. No, I'm just kidding.
It's true.
No.
Oh, there you go.
No.
Thank you for respecting our rights and being courteous.
These are really good. Slow PD is a really good department. I've filmed a lot of different.
Hit me up, right?
Yeah.
It's, you know, First Amendment right. Do as you please. You know, if you're legal, you're legal. That's it. That's pretty simple for us. You know, it's 911.
Right.
Yeah. No, we're not going to be calling 911. Hey.
Appreciate you.
It's supposed to start raining soon.
What was that?
So the word is it's supposed to start raining soon. Just
Well, I was actually, you beat me to it. I was about to tell you to stay dry because, yeah, it's looking like it's. All right, take care, guys. Appreciate it.
Early, like 2 weeks early.
This is a textbook post office audit. Cameras show up legally in public space, but some people get uncomfortable and call the cops. Fortunately, the officers in this case handled it professionally, respecting and defending citizens' rights. But it's audits like these that remind us, civil liberties aren't always respected by default. That's why knowing your rights and having the courage to stand up when they're violated is so important. No crime, no valid reason, so why are the police demanding your ID? In the next scene, you'll witness a tense encounter where officers ask for ID from a man who's legally parked on a public street, but the person adamantly refuses because he's not breaking any laws. This is an important civics lesson everyone should know. Let's get started.
Hey sir, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm Officer Reeves up at Chichester Township Police Department. The reason we're here is we got a call for a suspicious vehicle, okay? Passerby or whomever called said it was a white vehicle sitting along the power lines.
I'm sitting on the power lines. I'm sitting on a public street minding my business. That's all I'm doing. Yeah.
Okay, well, we got a call for a suspicious vehicle. We're just checking on it.
Sorry, I'm not going to answer any questions. I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. Can I get a badge number? Yes, please.
It's 37.
And his name?
Sergeant Brian Gilmore.
Brian Gilmore. Okay.
Would you like to speak to him as well?
No, thank you. People drive by here, see me parked here doing nothing wrong.
Fifth Amendment right not talk to us.
Yes, because I'm not doing anything illegal, right?
So at this point, the police have no reasonable suspicion that this citizen committed a crime. The reason they approached him was because of a suspicious call. That's it. And instead of getting more information from the caller or investigating, they start their power trip like this.
Sergeant requesting your ID.
I'm not going to provide that. I didn't commit any crimes. Doing nothing wrong. Nothing.
Okay.
All right.
What's that? On public street doing nothing wrong.
That's right.
Okay, well.
Doesn't mean you're doing anything illegal. Did they specifically identify something illegal that I was doing?
Requesting identification.
Sure.
Is number one. We identify everybody we talk to. It's part of our routine. Thing that's been approved by the Supreme Court,
it's not been,
state,
it's
and the
not
United
been,
States Supreme Court. All right. Well,
unless
you
have
disagree
reasonable,
all you want, but just because you think so doesn't.
Unless you have reasonable suspicion of a crime.
Okay. But you're on one of our streets in our town. In order for you to leave, you're going to have to be legally able to drive.
Who pays for these streets, sir?
Your township.
The township, right? The people. It's a taxpayer-funded street, right? And that means I can park here. I can travel through here. It's not illegal for me to do that. Did I commit an infraction?
Didn't say you're doing anything illegal at this point.
So then
you're
I'm not
illegal
if I didn't do anything illegal. There's
no
law.
sir.
But then?
You heard me. Yes.
So far, in your investigation, what have you concluded that I've done that's
I have
illegal?
Somebody that's,
am I under arrest?
Sir. Under the vehicle code?
Am I under arrest? So are you threatening me with arrest?
Am I threatening you? No, I am not threatening you.
Well then,
I am telling you that if I have to do my job, I do my job. That's an entirely different thing.
Any ID because I didn't commit any crimes.
You don't need to commit a crime for us to ask you to provide ID, sir.
Yes, you do. Without RAS, there's no probable cause.
I have somebody that called in that this vehicle's been sitting
Anyone
here for an extended period of time.
Is that illegal?
Nobody said anything about you being black.
Well, I'm saying if they do. Is that illegal? Can you just come here and identify me? But I'm not providing any ID. Where do we go from here? I didn't do anything illegal. Are you threatening me with arrest?
I'm telling you that you need to provide identification. You are required.
Do your investigation. Go and talk to the person who called and find out what I did that was illegal. And do a thorough investigation. You just don't come here and talk to me. Talk to them, see what I did. I didn't do anything wrong. You're not going to force me to identify.
Did or didn't do anything wrong,
well, do an investigation to see if I did anything wrong.
The first step of my investigation is requiring you to...
Anything wrong. I'm sitting on a public street. You don't have the right to just pull up on me and say, hey...
Came here because
that's
somebody
exactly
called
what you did.
It is not, sir.
You pulled up here because someone called and say, hey, I need your identification. Can I have your supervisor, please?
I am the supervisor.
I want your supervisor, lieutenant.
My supervisor is the chief. We don't have a lieutenant.
I'm sorry.
You're welcome to go to the police station and talk to the chief.
I'm parked on a public street. Until the laws of America change where we have to identify because an officer comes and say, hey, give me identification.
In the courtroom.
I know exactly what it says.
Okay, what does it say?
I know what it says. I have a First Amendment right to record. I have a Fourth Amendment right.
Nobody said you can't record.
I have a Fourth Amendment right to be safe in my documents and papers. To identify.
I'm not unreasonably searching or seizing anything at this point.
You're trying to, yes, you're trying to seize my ID. And I'm respectfully refusing that. I'm refusing it.
And in the state of Pennsylvania,
Yes.
if you're operating a motor vehicle, which is
I'm parked on a public street.
you're in command and control of the vehicle.
I'm parked on a public
If
street.
you were under the influence of alcohol or another drug, I could arrest you for DUI, but you're not.
Parked. That's all I'm doing here. I'm parked on a public street, doing nothing illegal.
You're the subject of an investigatory detention. Okay.
Can I get a case number, please?
Nope.
I need a case number. I want this documented.
Okay. We
Can I get a
document
case
everything.
number?
You're welcome to go to the police station and request a report.
I don't have to. Can
Okay.
I get a case number?
Nope.
You're not providing me the case number?
That's correct.
Okay, well then you're not getting any ID.
Probably get a citation for failure to provide driver's license.
Oh yeah, let's go ahead. Go ahead. Let's do that. Let's do that.
There's no other way to describe this tyrant sergeant, folks. Asking for ID because the Supreme Court allows police to ask for identification from anyone they interact with and write tickets for not providing a driver's license when asked. That's definitely an abuse of power, retaliation, because this citizen knows his rights, and no Supreme Court would approve of that.
Forget it. Yep. Hey.
What do you want?
Him. I'm not talking to you.
You're not talking to him, you're talking to me.
I'm speaking to him, sir. I'm allowed. He's funded by the taxpayer.
What do you need incident number yet?
You're not getting it.
Can you call the dispatcher and give me this incident number?
Incident number.
So you're not providing incident number?
I don't have an incident number until I go back and do the report. I can't just pull one out of thin air. Supervisor.
I just want to talk to him. It's just fine. 84.9. Nothing wrong. Stay away from your dog. I'm not allowed.
Stay away from the dog.
I'm not approaching the dog.
You walk right close to the car. I don't want you to get hurt. I don't want you to be surprised.
The door is
dog smashes up against
the door is closed. I'm not gonna be surprised. Can I come in there? Hey, do you mind giving me incident number, please?
Yep.
That's all I wanted.
Last name's Clap. Badge number is 44.
Thank you, Clap.
We don't generate an incident number until it clears. All right.
Until it clears what? Like the call?
The radio system, yep.
So you're about to clear it, I would assume? So no incident
The
number?
police department? No, not right now.
Okay.
All right.
Yep.
It's really lacking in transparency, isn't it, guys? I don't even know what to say about this situation. No case number provided, no valid reason for demanding ID, and instead of investigating an actual crime, they decided to harass a citizen who wasn't doing anything wrong. The lesson here is clear. If you don't know your rights, you'll get bullied. Learn the law, stand your ground, and always be ready to defend your civil liberties. On April 30th, 2025, what began as a seemingly simple experiment on a Lynchburg, Virginia sidewalk quickly turned into a full-blown comedy, with 3 police officers doubling as an impromptu security team for a lone man with a camera. But before facing this squad, our cameraman had to pass a much tougher challenge. The bank customers, who reacted to his filming as if he were defusing a nuclear bomb. Buckle up, this dramatic opening is one for the books.
Hold on, I'm gonna test something. I'm gonna walk over to the other side. Okay. Got her on a leash. What am I doing? Do you not know what I'm doing? I don't think anybody does anything without a reason. Obviously, you have a reason for doing what you're doing. Tell her we got a crazy lady out here videotaping too. Video is? Yours is gonna get deleted later. Mine will get hundreds of thousands of views. You're excused. If I had an award to give you for the long hair, you got it. You won. Have a good one. Have a good one. What's up? Am I filming people at the ATM? Yeah, that's what this phone's doing right now. Yep. Testing our First Amendment right to the freedom of press in public. It's the same one that gives you the right to ask random strangers questions. Can you what? I'm sorry, I couldn't. Of course. Common courtesy, or talk to strangers either, but I didn't say anything about that. Nice. Thank you for joining in on the activism today. People joining in. Thank you very much. I'm glad to see you support our constitutional rights. Take it easy, Cupcake. You want to know how I know that now? Because you just told me. So what could I possibly be doing from the sidewalk that endangers those clients of yours in any way? Scared of things you don't know? Really? Really don't envy your way of walking around the world scared all the time, man. I'm sorry about that. All right, well, have a good one telling people what to do.
And just like that, the people of Lynchburg managed to temporarily suspend the First Amendment, armed with nothing but disapproving glares. But don't blink, because next on the scene are Officer Thomas and Sergeant Black. The highlight? Thomas sternly instructs the cameraman to remove his hand from his pocket. In this era of emotional terrorism, apparently a hand in a windbreaker is scarier than a ticking time bomb. Who needs reasonable suspicion when a pocket alone is enough to upgrade you to a national threat?
Hey, what's going on? How can I help you? What's going on?
To ask you about, you mind getting your hands out your pocket?
What's wrong?
Somebody video and access here, and I was just touching base with you, seeing what you were doing.
Oh yeah. Well, you just said what I was doing. You said you knew what I was doing.
Is there a reason why your video?
Of course. I don't think anybody does anything without a reason. Come on now.
How you doing, man?
Can I just get your name and badge number again? Sorry.
Thomas.
Thomas. What was the badge number?
PD 36.
89.
Sweet. Thanks.
So, I don't know. He just walked up. Did he?
Really?
Somebody called.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's why we're here.
Oh.
Someone called. I see you're filming. You don't have to answer any questions or anything like that. And you don't have to, you can continue doing it. If you step foot on the property, obviously they're just private.
I mean, nobody said that to me yet.
I got you.
Jeez, wow.
You could film.
Wow, we must have a serious situation here. 3.
You're fine. No, he's clearing up.
I didn't get a clarification.
That's fine. That's fine.
For anything.
Nothing. I was just asking because the people called concerned, so I was just talking to you, coming to have a regular conversation.
I'm just curious.
Yeah. We're just basically doing due diligence.
Just curious out here.
Well, I mean, we're not curious. We're concerned that you were filming. Yeah. We get these calls, every now and then. It's not really that. No, it's not dispatch. If somebody calls 911 or if somebody calls and they dispatch an officer, we got to respond.
Really? So I could tell you that I could call the Bedford Police Department and tell them I need help tying my shoe? Depends, or somebody's walking with their shoes untied and I think that's illegal.
Well, I mean...
Are you still going to come then?
It's possible. Yeah,
well, it's not definite now. Now it's not definite. Okay.
If it's a public service call...
I need help tying my shoe. You'd come? Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying?
It depends on what it is. Do you need help tying your shoe?
I'm just comparing it kind of on the same level of conversation as, hey, somebody's recording officers. That's kind of on the same level.
Would you agree that,
that's kind of on the same level?
Would you agree that if it might concern somebody?
No.
Would you agree that that's possible?
No.
I'm a videographer.
Well,
so I
yeah.
didn't
And
know.
it is. Hang on for just 1 second.
Is it? Are you?
I introduced myself as Sergeant Black.
Okay.
Did you hear what I said earlier?
I did. Yeah,
okay.
I did.
All right. I just want to make sure you're listening. So in this day and age, okay, and I see everybody has YouTube channels. Okay.
Yeah.
It could be completely innocent. That's fine. So, but in a small town or maybe even in a bigger municipality, someone might call concerned. I'm in a bank. Banks, they're notorious for getting robbed, right? This one was actually, we have a lot of check fraud that goes on, stuff like that.
So is that something? Is that something that you saw, like in the last situation? You saw the guy who robbed the place standing on a sidewalk before.
At some point, okay.
Yeah.
He kind of messed up and stepped foot on the property though, so that's a problem. All right.
Foot on the property while filming. Whew.
Well, I mean,
got a serious situation there, don't we?
Are you familiar with private property and public property, right?
Please.
I mean, are you? I'm asking.
Please don't be condescending, all right?
I'm not being condescending.
No, it wasn't. That was a legit question.
All right, on the sidewalk, but I'm explaining why we're here. Okay. If you would like to.
Did you guys have your body cams rolling?
Mine's rolling right now.
It is.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
And you're pointing over there towards the bank. He's pointing right at the bank.
I get it.
Oh my, dude! Did you go and ask their permission? Did you do that?
All right. You're not doing anything.
We'll cut to the chase. You guys are dismissed. You guys are all good.
You're not doing anything illegal.
Standing on the sidewalk using my phone.
You don't want to identify who you are. Is that correct?
Like I said, not going to answer any questions, and you guys are dismissed.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
You get a lot of views.
Oh, trust me, you'll find it. You'll see it. You'll hear about it.
You have a good day, man.
Thank you. You as well. Put up nicely, man.
Yep.
No, not you. One guy with a phone. Hey, that's some good coordination right there between the both of you. Oh boy.
Hope you're famous one day, brother.
Already there.
Thankfully, Sergeant Black managed to de-escalate the situation with a level head. And as I often say, not every cop shows up just to strip away your rights. Instead of rushing to slap the abuse of power label on every badge, study the law thoroughly, so that if you ever find yourself in a courtroom on the sidewalk, you're not just standing there. You're standing your ground and you know how to speak. Obviously, not doing anything wrong doesn't mean you won't be questioned. If you don't know your rights, you can easily be pushed into a corner, even when you're completely innocent. Share this video so more Americans can understand their civil rights. Hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you won't miss real-life situations like these. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video, where legal knowledge is your shield.